Bitcoin has successfully fended off the bears today by bouncing higher as data rolls in that whales bought more than $4.5 billion worth of Bitcoin in just the last 10 days. But the real show stealers right now, altcoins, altcoins, altcoins. We have been seeing some just incredible gains for altcoins right across the board, indicating that an altcoin season is basically already here. It's already happening, and the rest of 2021 will likely continue to be bringing in those massive altcoin gains. So I hope you're not missing out on the altcoin train right now. My name is Lark, and this is where you subscribe for all of the hottest and all of the latest happening out here in the crazy markets. Now, a quick reminder too, if you are a member of the Wealth Mastery Investor Report, make sure to check your inbox because this week's newsletter has come out already. This week I'm talking about taxes, crypto and taxes, also talking about cannabis stocks. DeFi Dad shows you how to make some sick Ethereum yield. Rect Capital has an analysis on a lot of different altcoins, Dash, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Ethereum. The team from Kylan, the really buzzy upcoming Polka Dot Oracle, joins us for an AMA. Jesse has a report on the 1-inch exchange token, looking if the hype actually meets up with the reality. All of that and much more for less than $10 a week. Now, if you're not yet a member, then click on the link down below to get signed up today. Okay, so let's take a look at Bitcoin to start off our conversation today. Bitcoin has invalidated the head and shoulders pattern that we were talking about yesterday, so it's kind of shaken off that bearish narrative. As I said in the video yesterday, we actually did see a confirmation of that head and shoulders, which was a break of the neckline. We didn't get that. That confirmation never came. In fact, we've seen quite a bullish reversal happening right now for Bitcoin. So this is exactly why, of course, we always wait for that pattern confirmation to actually come through before trading based off of a pattern that's potentially forming up. Currently, Bitcoin, though, is fighting to stay above the 50-period moving average on the 4-hour chart. Now, this is a really good indicator for us, I think, to be resuming the overall bullish momentum. Above the 50-period moving average here is a bullish thing. And I was saying on Tuesday, I think it was, that the average time that Bitcoin has kind of been spending under the 50-period moving average on this 4-hour chart during the bull trend has been like, 3 to 5 days, something like that. And if we do manage to stay above the pink line right now, then this dip will have been a rather short-lived 3-day buying opportunity. Remember, too, the last 2 times that we saw this dip under the 50 period on the 4-hour, we also saw a massive pump afterwards. Also, check this out here. Basically everything related to Bitcoin is at an all-time high right now, fundamentally just screaming that Bitcoin is super strong. It's pretty damn hard to be bearish on Bitcoin when looking at those kind of statistics. Like Raphael says in this tweet, zoom out and hodl. And I know I've been talking a lot about whale accumulation this week, but it's an incredibly important topic because it just shows how much big money is flowing in right now. And it has been incredible. We keep getting more statistics coming through, and it just keeps on rising, basically. So over the last 10 days, around 130 new Bitcoin whale addresses have been created. That is a phenomenal amount of money. That's around 13 new addresses a day, each buying a minimum of 1,000 Bitcoin. This is incredible amounts of big money FOMO happening on Bitcoin at these prices. Now, if we're to assume an average price that these whales got in over the last 10 days, say around $35,000, then these whales have spent a minimum of $4.5 billion buying Bitcoin, over $30,000 for the last 10 days. And I say minimum because, of course, some of these accounts, they bought a lot more than 1,000 Bitcoin. We've seen some withdrawals from Coinbase for like 1,500 or 3,000 Bitcoin. It's been crazy. You need to understand these guys who just bought billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin over the last 10 days, they're not here gunning for a 10% gain, and they're not going to sell on a 5 or 10% dip. They are removing Bitcoin from the market. This is a long-term strategic asset. They're not going to be selling Bitcoin, these guys, until it's worth probably hundreds of thousands of dollars a coin, potentially more. Anyway, so that's what's up with Bitcoin. But what about the altcoins? Well, those are getting ready to pump like crazy. Also, in fact, they already are pumping like crazy. Right now, we have an insane amount of money flooding into the market. It's not all just going to Bitcoin. A lot of it is, right? Bitcoin's the market leader. But for example, we have a lot of stable coins flooding into exchanges right now. This tends to be a rather reliable sign that a market pump is underway. Yet a lot of that money will go into Bitcoin, but a lot of it's going to go to altcoins as well. Another indicator is that Bitcoin is now also flooding into the altcoin heavy exchanges like BINANCE and Huobi, making it likely that this money will move actually into altcoins. Now, to give more fuel to the fire, Bitcoin searches are up quite a lot this year, but they still have not passed 2017 highs. So retail's waking up to Bitcoin, they're looking for it, but it's still mostly institutional driven. Meanwhile, Ethereum searches have blasted well past the previous highs, and yet the price has not yet reached a new all-time high. It would seem that the price is actually lagging behind the overwhelming interest right now in Ethereum, and of course Ethereum leading the charge for altcoins more broadly. But I don't think that's going to last because whales are also gobbling up Ethereum like crazy at the moment. So this chart here shows the insane accumulation of really big ETH account holders that's happened over the last few days. So it's the yellow line on the chart here. Basically, the only line that's going up shows that Ethereum whale accounts with 10,000 or more Ethereum have been in massive accumulation modes. We've seen all those addresses growing over the last few days as the price has been super high. Also, it's not just people accumulating Ethereum, lots of altcoins too. For example, crowd favorite Chainlink is also undergoing massive accumulation right now, truckloads of it just being taken off of exchanges, which of course creates a supply crisis on exchanges and likely to push the price up. Altcoins are being gobbled up really just across the board right now. Polka Dot also taking off big time, up 37% today. Still $89 short of my $100 price target though, so we're not selling that one anytime soon. But seriously, Polka Dot will be trending upwards because there is just so much hype building around it. And that hype's building for a good reason. It's not hype without substance, right? The Polka Dot parachain auctions are coming very soon. In fact, the Polka Dot Rococo testnet is already taking registrations for parachains. So obviously watch for Polka Dot ecosystem players for the parachains as well. We're going to see a lot of those coming through and being very, very valuable too. Now this is really, of course, the first big step in actually seeing that Polka Dot ecosystem starting to come to life, because right now the Polka Dot ecosystem coins are all living on Ethereum as ERC20 tokens. But when Polka Dot really just, comes into its own, comes to life, watch out, because it's going to be a force to be reckoned with. That ecosystem right now is just so big. And really across the board, we've been seeing just mega gains for so many different altcoins. Ramp DeFi, which I mentioned on the channel a few weeks ago when it was around like 4 cents, has absolutely exploded over the last few days. It's hit like 28 cents today, which is totally crazy stuff, man, especially since the product isn't even fully finished yet. We are going to see this, I think, continuing to move higher. When we do see that going live, it's going to be, we see different networks being compatible with like Polka Dot and Ethereum and Cardano, the really, really big staking networks as well. And we see the RUSD tokens being mintable, all that stuff, that's all coming still, right? We're still going to see all that stuff happen for Ramp. So, maybe my $1 target is going to end up being too conservative, but we'll see how it plays out. Our old buddy Injective Protocol is also going crazy. Now, when I first started talking about Injective Protocol on channel, it was under like $1. It's now over $6, and it's no surprise that Injective has been also, going crazy. They're testnet, and they're still just on testnet. They haven't got to mainnet yet, and they will get to mainnet, but their testnet has just been generating so much buzz, especially since they have been introducing just this massive range of, options that traders can use. They've got Tesla stocks they just introduced. They have futures contracts through Forex and all kinds of crypto, obviously. They've even been added to Coinbase custody, which can sometimes lead to a Coinbase listing. Not saying there's a Coinbase listing coming, but there could be a Coinbase listing coming. I've been bullish on Injective for a long time. I can't wait to see the mainnet launch because honestly, we really need an alternative for trading in a decentralized way, because $80 or $100 swap fees on Uniswap, that's not cool. That's not cool. So there's definitely room for competition to step in here. Anyway, I bring this up for one simple reason. You do not need an altcoin season to be able to make crazy money in this market. Every single day right now, altcoins are seeing gains basically across the board. 2021, I think, is going to be unreal for altcoins. 2020 was great for altcoins. 2021, totally next level. To be honest, it's already been crazy for some altcoins. The first 2 weeks in, and we've already seen some crazy pumps happen. If you're willing to take the risks, if you're willing to play the altcoin game, then you can make some pretty big gains. Yeah, Bitcoin's the safer bet. I know. There's no doubt about that. But if you want to chase those really big gains, if you want to get your 10x's or your 20x's or even more, then altcoins are where it's at, right? That's realistically what's going to happen this cycle. The altcoins are going to be what give you the big gains. You pop in a Bitcoin, you pop in a USDC, you lend them out, you keep earning money on it. It's just, you know, you win all around basically. Because look, I mean, Bitcoin's got a market cap of $700 billion. So in order for Bitcoin to double, it requires an incredible amount of money to enter into the market. But for a low cap altcoin to pull a 10x gain, that might only require a few $1,000,000 to enter into the market, which a lot more likely to happen in a sooner time. Anyway, your question for today. Are you sitting around waiting for a magical altcoin season when everything goes up by hundreds of percent to sell? Or are you kind of just heavy into alts right now, hustling on the regular, making money on the regular, out chasing those gains, playing the altcoin game? Let me know down below in the comment section. Always interested to hear how you guys are playing the markets. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.